one ball. Misbah-ul-Haq scoops it into the Johannesburg sky, and an entire generation of Indian cricket is born. And it almost didn't happen. India nearly skipped the 2007 T20 World Cup altogether, and the man handed the captaincy, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, had never led a senior team in a global tournament. How did a squad without Tendulkar, Ganguly or Dravid, coached by nobody in particular, walk into South Africa and beat Pakistan twice in 14 days? The answer begins with a bowl-out in Durban, and it's not what you think. In the next few minutes you will see the tied group stage thriller decided by stumps, Yuvraj Singh's 6 sixes off Stuart Broad, and moment number 3, the over that nearly cost India the trophy with 6 runs to defend. If you love cricket's greatest stories, subscribe, new legends every week, because this final wasn't just a match. It was the night Indian cricket changed forever. To understand September 24, 2007, you have to rewind to a country in doubt. 3 months earlier, India had crashed out of the 50-over World Cup in the West Indies in the group stage, humiliated by Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. Coach Greg Chappell was gone. The senior trio, Sachin Tendulkar, Sourav Ganguly and Rahul Dravid, all opted out of this strange new 20-over tournament in South Africa. 2020 was still viewed with suspicion by the BCCI, a format they had resisted for years. They sent, almost reluctantly, a team of unknowns. The captaincy was handed to a 26-year-old wicketkeeper from Ranchi with long hair and no tactical resume, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Nobody in India expected them to reach the semi-finals. Nobody, perhaps, except Dhoni himself. The tournament began in the sharpest way possible. On September 14th in Durban, India played Pakistan in a group game that ended tied. There were no super overs then. The match was decided by a bowl-out, each side aiming at unguarded stumps from 22 yards. India's bowlers Sehwag, Harbhajan and Uthappa hit the stumps 3 times out of 3. Pakistan missed all 3 attempts. It was almost comical, almost cruel. But that small, strange contest planted a seed. These young Indians, unburdened by reputation, were not afraid of Pakistan, and Pakistan quietly had begun to notice. Then came September 19th in Kingsmead, Durban again. England versus India. Stuart Broad, 19 years old, tall and blonde and bowling the 19th over of the Indian innings. Yuvraj Singh, still simmering from a verbal exchange with Andrew Flintoff, took strike. What followed became folklore. 6 balls, 6 sixes. Yuvraj reached his 50 in 12 balls, still the fastest half-century in any form of international cricket. The Indian dugout erupted. Broad walked back staring at the turf, and a nation watching on television at midnight realized, perhaps for the first time, that this squad might actually win the thing. India beat Australia in the semi-final in Durban, chasing down and defending with the same tempered nerve. Pakistan, on the other side of the draw, dispatched New Zealand. The universe had arranged what cricket always seems to arrange when it wants to make history. India versus Pakistan, in a World Cup final, on neutral soil, under Johannesburg lights, September 24, 2007. The Wanderers, every ticket sold, every Indian television switched on, every Pakistani rooftop packed. Ramiz Raja later said he had never heard a stadium buzz like that one. Dhoni won the toss and chose to bat. Gautam Gambhir stood tall for a defiant 75 off 54 balls, but wickets fell in bursts around him. Then came Rohit Sharma, 20 years old, playing his first major tournament. He struck an unbeaten 30 from 16 balls to drag India to 157 for 5. It felt just enough, or maybe not enough. Pakistan had chased tougher, and Pakistan had Misbah-ul-Haq. The reply began badly for Pakistan. R.P. Singh had Mohammad Hafiz caught behind. Sreesanth removed Kamran Akmal. Irfan Pathan struck twice in 1 over. At 77 for 6, the trophy looked almost within India's grasp. Almost. Because in cricket, and in Indian cricket especially, there is always one more twist. Misbah-ul-Haq, 33 years old, the veteran with the calm face, began to counterattack. He struck 6s off Harbhajan Singh into the stands. Then over number 18, the moment I promised you. Harbhajan bowled his final over. Misbah took 21 runs off it. Suddenly Pakistan needed just 20 from 12 balls, with Misbah set. Dhoni gathered his bowlers and told them, in words later retold in 100 interviews, that panic would kill them faster than any batsman. He made the decision that defined his captaincy career. With 6 needed off 4 balls, Dhoni threw the ball not to Harbhajan Singh, not to a specialist, but to Joginder Sharma, a medium pacer from Haryana who barely played international cricket. The first ball was a wide, the second was smashed over long on for 6. Pakistan needed 6 from 4. The entire subcontinent stopped breathing. Joginder ran in again. He pushed the ball wider, slower, outside off. Misbah, perhaps remembering how his innings had been built on flair, tried the scoop shot over the wicket-keeper's head. The ball rose slower than he expected. Srisanth, running in from short fine leg, cupped his hands and closed his eyes. When he opened them, the ball was in his palms. India had won by 5 runs. Joginder Sharma sank to his knees. Dhoni sprinted from behind the stumps with the stump in his hand. Fireworks exploded above the Wanderers, and in millions of Indian homes people ran into the streets at 3 in the morning. What followed changed the sport itself. The BCCI, which had resisted 2020, launched the Indian Premier League within months. Franchises, television deals, billions of dollars, the entire modern architecture of cricket flowed from that Johannesburg night. Dhoni went on to win the 2011 50-over World Cup and the 2013 Champions Trophy. Yuvraj, Rohit, Gambhir, Raina all became household names, and the boys nobody wanted to send became the team that redefined what Indian cricket could be. It began with a bowl-out in Durban and ended with a scoop that fell just short. 1 ball, 1 generation, and a captain who chose calm when the world chose chaos. If this story gave you chills, subscribe to Cricket Chronicles and hit the bell. Next week, the Ashes match that ended in tears at Edgbaston. You won't want to miss it.